Super Smash Bros. 2 and Super Smash Bros. Crusade, two of the most popular pixel art Smash Bros. Fan games. Now obviously they have their major differences, but today I want to see what they have in common. We're going to be comparing every single character that they both share and seeing which fan game did it better. Now before you rush to my house with a steel chair and throw me off the Hell in a Cell for even daring to say the two legends can't coexist, let me just tell you, I love both of these games. At the end of the day, this is just my silly little opinion anyway. You can have whatever opinion you want about these two games. Love them, or wish for their downfall. Also, these are the current versions we're going to be working with for this video. I know Crusade's coming out with a new version, I saw the big boys playing it, so yeah, I know it's coming out soon. Maybe when the new version comes out, we'll look at the Crusade characters and compare them to the SSF2 ones again. Or maybe we won't, I don't know. I'm known for not finishing a lot of things on this channel. Alright, let's talk about the plumber.
Mario! Versus Mario!
Let's start with SSF2 Mario. He has the same moves as Melee Mario. He has the fireballs, he has the cape, he has the super jump punch, and he has that spinjitzu move he learned from Master Wu. Normals are the same, aerials are the same, 4 aerials the reason I wake up in the morning. Yeah, it's Mario, he's as fine as he's ever been. Alright, let's talk about Crusade Mario, and it's the same thing. You know, it's not a bad thing, but for how much people want Mario's moveset changed in the real Smash, it's crazy that they didn't take this opportunity to change up his moveset for these fan games. I get it, they were playing safe, but as someone who's played 15,000 Marios on the Rivals Workshop, it just surprises me that they didn't do anything with this. But don't get me wrong, they do change up some of the characters, we'll get to them later. But for now, Mario is just Mario. He's the same Mario he's been in most of the Smash games. I'm gonna give this one to Crusade though. I think he moved just a bit better for my liking. But again, it's Mario, they're very similar, this could have gone either way.
Donkey Kong versus Donkey Kong!
Donkey Kong in SSF2 is literally just Donkey Kong in every single Smash game. But SSF2's version has a neat feature called not having a color palette, which makes me down on the outside. But he makes up for it once you start playing him. Despite DK being absolute doo-doo water in every single Smash game he's been in, he is one of the funnest characters to play in the games. I could literally find the love of my life right now at this very moment and I still wouldn't be as happy as I am hitting a DK forward air. But I have to give credit where credit is due here. They changed it up for the final Smash. They said no bongos, no JoJo Barrage, we making you throw some barrels right now. And you know what? Good on them. This is a good final Smash. Now dear viewer, let me tell you how Crusade misses the mark. DK in Crusade just feels off. He looks fine, he plays the same, but he doesn't really give the same oomph I feel when I play the SSF2 one. Also, the final Smash is different. While it is a reference to country, I like the barrels just a bit more. Gonna give this one to SSF2.
Link versus Link!
SSF2 Link is literally just every other Link except for the ultimate one. He got the boomerang, he got the arrows, and he has the regular bombs, not remote controlled. But I will say that his boomerang when it comes back has a wind effect that pulls people in. And of course, he has the hero spin. And Crusade is also similar, minus the wind effect. This was going to be the part where I literally just give it to SSF2 because SSF2 just moved better in my opinion. Until I clicked the arrow on Link in Crusade. So if you don't know, Crusade has a little thing with arrows here that make the character just a bit different. Whether it's the moveset, how they play, it changes up a bit. Clicking the arrow on Link will give him the hidden items moveset. This moveset is exactly what I just said. Hidden items, you don't have any, they're gone. Neutral special is a 2-part attack. It starts with the shield hit, and if you do it again, it becomes a spin. In the air, shield hit is gone, it's just a spin. Side special is a roll into a slash. That means that it's going to hit you from behind. In the air, it is a 3-hit multi-slash attack. Up special is Steel Hero Spin, but it has different properties. You don't go as high as in the regular version. And down special is a big slash. If you hold down the button, you can hold it and prolong the inevitable. And then there's down special in the air, which is the sword thrust. But it's not just any sword thrust. This sword thrust grabs, meaning that you can do this. At first, I wasn't sure how I was feeling about this new Link, but I got used to it, and this is actually a really cool Link. Highly recommend giving it to Crusade.
Samus
Versus
Samus.
Great news, Samus fans. Samus is exactly the same in both games, down to the stupid looking neutral air she used to have in the old games. Giving it to SSF2, I just liked the way that the moves felt. Didn't really vibe with the Crusade one that much. Probably needs an update, not gonna lie. But that's all I gotta say about Samus. Tune in next time when I talk about her without her clothes on.
Mei Ling, Samus took her clothes off.
Yoshi
versus
Yoshi.
Yep, we messing with similar Yoshis here. Thankfully, both teams had the mercy on players and they didn't make it feel like Ultimate Yoshi. Thank the stars above. The only difference that they have is one of them has a different up tilt.
Wow!
That's about it. Other than that, it's a copy and paste from the real Smash. Gonna give it to SF2. Felt better playing him, but only slightly.
Kirby
versus
Kirby.
Great news, guys. Kirby is the same in both games.
You're lying!
Yeah, I'm lying. No, these two are completely different. Kirby's copy ability is one of the most iconic things about the character. In Smash, you all know what he does. He sucks you up, he takes your hat, and he takes your neutral special. In Super Smash Bros. 2, that's exactly what he does. If you want him wearing a Naruto headband, well gosh dang it, he's gonna hit a Rasengan. But then, I look at Crusade, and they did something a bit different here. In Crusade, sucking up the opponent doesn't take their neutral special or hat. Instead, it gives you an ability that's similar to the character you're fighting. Say for instance, if you suck up Goku, you're gonna get the fighter style from actual Kirby games. That's an actual move that he can get from sucking up one of his enemies. Besides the fact Crusade Kirby has two hammer swings in the air and turns into different stuff than from his game, that's about all of the differences for these two Kirbys. They're exactly the same after that. And at this point, I was at a crossroads. On one hand, you have a Kirby that's doing the original. He is doing what the Smash Kirby does, sucking up the person, taking the neutral special, taking the hat. On the other side of the spectrum, you have a Kirby that sucks you up and takes a move similar to the fighter, and it's an actual skill from his games. Both are good, but which one's better? And at the end of the day, I had to side with SSF2. Crusade has something really good going on. I like their idea, but I like the hats just a bit more.
Fox
versus
Fox.
Yeah, both foxes are the same. But this one kind of makes sense. What else were you gonna do with him? He barely gets out of his ship. Major difference though is SSF2 once again not having a color palette. And that's a big frowny face from me. Gonna have to take a good noodle star away. Gonna give it to Crusade.
Pikachu
versus
Pikachu.
Both Pikachus are exactly the same. I know you're tired of hearing me say it, but they didn't change anything. I will say the only difference I could really see is their final smashes feel a bit different. Not in terms of what they do, but in terms of how they feel. But it's fine. I don't even know what I would change with Pikachu anyway, so play it safe. Cool. He's probably top tier in both games. Just like he's top tier in every Smash game. He's so cool. We all love the rat. I'm giving it to SF2. But only slightly.
Luigi
versus
Luigi.
Luigi in SF2 is pretty much Luigi in every Smash game, besides Ultimate. You know, Ultimate Luigi. The Luigi that tortures us with plungers and does that really cool zero to death that every Luigi knows is hard-coded into their brain. Crusade Luigi goes in a bit of a different direction. For starters, he does, instead of a fireball, an electric ball, based off his ability in Alpha Dream's Mario RPG machine. And his final smash is interesting. See, in SSF2, his final smash is just the one from Smash 4. But Crusade has him doing elemental attacks out of the Poltergust, which I think is a reference. I'm looking it up right now. It should be on the screen if he does it, but I've never seen that before. It's cool, but personally I prefer the big suck. However, I do really like the changes to this Luigi. I'm siding with Crusade on this one.
Jigglypuff.
Versus
Jigglypuff.
Well, if you were thinking that Jigglypuff was going to be any different than she has been in other Smash games, I got a spoiler for you. She has the rollout, she has the pound, she has the sing, and of course, she has the we didn't hit it. Let me try it again. She has the okay, this is just a warm-up. She has the oh my gosh, SK, please hit it. There we go. Crusade has the same stuff, but it's a bit different. For starters, there's almost no cooldown on Sing, so I thought you could get Sing locked. Until the CPU eventually just shielded as soon as it got up and got out of harm's way. Which makes sense. So I guess if your opponent just stops playing the video game, I guess you can do it. Her final smash is also heavily changed in a big way. It's the same go big mode, but it comes out instantly. There's no build up like in the other Smash games and in Smash Flash. It just happens just like that. Nice change. But with all that being said, I'm gonna give it to SSF2 because I like the movement more. It just felt better. I don't know if it's just a Crusade thing, but I feel like she feels better in SSF2 than in Crusade. Shame there's no Sing into Sing combo though. Sad.
Ness.
versus
Ness.
Second to last of the 64 cast, it's Ness. I'm gonna say it again, they're both very similar, but there is a change that they both share. That's right, they share the same change, not something we always see. And it's that you cannot spam PK Fire with either of them.
No.
Crusade Ness has a new final smash though, and that makes sense because fun fact, Ness can't even do PK Starstorm in his own game. It's not even one of the moves you can do. Granted though, this was fixed in Ultimate and SSF2, now both of his friends come out and help him do it. Again, since they're just so similar, it comes down to movement, and I think SSF2 takes it here too.
Captain Falcon.
versus
Captain Falcon.
Had to save the hypest for last is Captain Falcon. You want me to show you his moves? Well, here you go. They're the same. Again, this makes sense. Don't change what isn't broken. He's in the car for all of his game. Why the heck would he have anything new? Except I lied! I lied to you! To your
You're
face
lying.
through the freaking screen, I lied to you! Because Crusade Falcon is actually different. Sorta. Crusade Falcon can hold the Falcon Punch. I don't think it makes it any stronger, but you can prolong when it's gonna happen. Also, he has a new final smash. He still hits you with the car, but then he jumps out of it and hits you with a big punch. Which was already his neutral special, but go off. But for the last point in the video, I'm gonna give it again to SSF2. But it's Falcon, so this could have gone either way. Again, they're very similar. And that's part 1 done. Going into this, I thought SSF2 and Crusade would have a couple more differences than they did. It's not a bad thing, just interesting. Trust me, once we move further down the roster, you will see the differences. I'm already thinking of a couple of characters in my head that are nothing like their Smash counterparts. And once we get into the fan game originals, it's going to be really interesting to see what they share. Maybe they share the same moves, or maybe they have different moves and only share an up tilt. Who knows? Part 2 will feature the melee characters, and this will be very interesting because this is going to be the first batch of characters where not every character is in the fan games. For instance, Zelda's only in SSF2, while as Roy's in neither. Will Crusade make a comeback with these newer characters? Or is SSF2 going to remain the superior Smash Bros. Pixel art fan game? Tune in sometime soon. I don't know when